Skip, they've been carrying on this conversation for the better part of 3 or 4 months.
Yep.
Indiana knows you want to get off Russ. We absolutely know that.
Yep.
The Lakers, we know that Indiana wants to trade Myles Turner and Buddy Hield.
Yep.
Indiana says, look, we want those first-round draft picks. Both of them. Both. B-O-A-F. Both. Now, if you're not giving them up, why do you keep calling my phone, Rob Pelinka? I told you what I wanted.
I agree.
I know you got to get rid of Russ. I know you don't want Russ there. We know Russ doesn't want to be there. But if you're not giving up those first-round picks, now stop calling my phone. You're wasting my minutes. I only got so many minutes per month, and you done used up about half of them. Call it with some bull jive. No. No, no, no. You cannot have Myles Turner. You cannot have Buddy Hield and for Russell Westbrook in a 2027. I need you to kick in that 2029 also. Skip, when Russ and his agent was parting ways, Forshey, what did he say? It's going to take added compensation for you to get Russ off your team.
That is correct.
It's as simple as that. That's what he said.
He said it.
Everybody knows it. They know you want to hold on to it. I know you want to get rid of him. What you gonna do, Lakers? Do you want him or not? Do you want Buddy Hield and Myles Turner? Because if you do, you can have them. Now, the thing that the Lakers are saying, well, if they so sought after, why haven't you traded them already? Because they're saying, look, the teams that could potentially want these guys, okay, they offering picks, but we know in 2027 and 2029, LeBron James ain't gonna be there. And there's probably a 50, 75% chance Anthony Davis is not going to be there.
Yep.
So there's a 100% chance that those picks in 2027 and 2029 could be top 5. So this is what we want. Now, if you want the guys, give us Russ and those 2 first-round picks, and you can have Buddy Hield and you can have Myles Turner. If you don't, will you please stop wasting my time? Because every time my secretary calls me and she says, Rob's on the phone, I tell him I'm not in. Tell him I'm not in. He said he's not in. That happened actually one time, Skip. My aunt answered the phone, and my grandfather didn't want to talk. And he told my aunt to tell the person, tell him I'm not here. She gets back on the phone. He says he's not here. That's what the secretary told Rob Pelinka. The GM says he don't want to talk to you until you got 2 first-round picks for him, but he's not in. So that's where we are, Skip. And my thing is, Skip, shouldn't you already have this already settled? You keep signing guards, and you still got Russ on your team.
You do.
I would have thought, so you know what? We ain't got Russ on the team right now, and so we need to add another playmaking guard. Let's do it. You keep adding these potentially playmaking guards, and you still get the guy on your team.
Interesting. To your point, it feels like this is almost nightly torture on Twitter for Laker Nation because these reports just keep rearing their ugly heads and everybody goes berserk about, oh, my God, we almost had Buddy Hield and Myles Turner, and we could have them, and I'm not even sure you could have them. I don't even know. Who knows what has gone on in these conversations. But it's also possible other players are being discussed. I can't even begin to speculate, but Kendrick Nunn or Toscano Anderson or you got Thomas Bryant and Lonnie Walker and Troy Brown. You got all these new players you've acquired who are still movable. You could. Right. Are you trying to do a package for just Buddy Hield or for just Myles Turner? Skip, I don't know.
The most important thing to them are those first-round picks.
Yep.
That's what they want more than anything. I'm not so sure now. We don't know, but are they going to buy Russ out? Because
Indiana.
Yes, it seems to me that
he has made it very clear. I will take no 75 cents on the dollar buyout.
Take a John Wall. John Wall he was supposed to make 47. He took 41, went and made 2 years, 13 million, recouped the money. So basically, he got the money back. The question is, does Russ feel confident in his game enough that says, okay, y'all want to buy me out? Okay, I'll take 90 cents on the dollar, and then go somewhere and says, okay, I'll latch on for $6.5, $7 million to recoup the money. Does he believe in himself that much?
Okay, I got it. I'm going to say it again. What this boils down to is Jeannie Buss's resentment over the fact that she gave in to LeBron and Anthony, who pushed hard for her to go, or them to go get Russell Westbrook.
Right.
In lieu of going to get Buddy Hield, and a deal seemed to be, by widely reported sources, a deal seemed to be in place for Buddy Hield from Sacramento to the Lakers last year. Buddy Hield is a nice fit for LeBron because
the catch and shoot three-point shooter.
And he's 40% for his career.
Yeah.
He's 40%. He's a dead eye to me.
Yes.
And to me, in the time I've watched him, because I watched him closely at Oklahoma, but he's pretty clutch. I mean, he'll make some big threes. He made some big ones on the Lakers last year. Remember the double overtime game?
It was triple overtime, wasn't it?
Triple overtime.
Yes.
And LeBron missed a couple of walk-offs in one game. But Buddy Hield made a bunch of big shots in that game.
Yes, yes.
Okay? That's just who he is and what he is. Does he defend at a high level? He does not.
So he should fit right in.
Okay, he should fit right in. But where he doesn't fit in a good way, is he can actually shoot it.
Yes.
Whereas Russ can't shoot it a lick.
Right.
Okay, so that would have been a better, obviously it's 20/20 hindsight, but even you, to your credit, you were just pounding your side of the table saying, just do Buddy Hield. And be done with it. Because you thought Russ just wouldn't fit with LeBron.
No, they don't fit.
And not only would he not fit, but he got exposed.
And he wouldn't try to fit.
He wouldn't try to fit, but he's a liability in 20 different ways.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like the way he got exposed on the grand stage that is Staples / the Crypt.
Yeah.
And it was his dream come true, nightmare come true for Russ, who grew up a big Laker fan out here in Southern California.
Right.
Okay, so the point is, Jeannie is still, to me, resentful that she gave in to her superstars and said, okay, I gave you what you guys wanted.
Right.
And it blew up in all our faces. And now I'm stuck with a second year, because it wasn't a one-year commitment. It was a two-year commitment at $47 million for next year.
And I get it, Skip. I'm ready. Like, if it's a $1 million deal, I can get off it at the end of 1 year.
Yeah.
But, Skip, it's like with anything. I mean, in any investment, it's hard for me to believe that everything Warren Buffett has ever invested in is turned to cash. And so sometimes you have to take. But the one thing that I do know is that you have to be ready to move on from losing assets that are liabilities. You got to be able to give up on those and keep it moving.
Okay, but all she cares about is she plans to be around for a while, and she doubts that LeBron's going to be around as a Laker for more than 2 years.
Well, she gave a 2 year plus option. You got him this year and next year for sure. Okay. Now, you do know the one and dones are about to come.
I got it. It sounds, but it's going to be another year for
right.
that.
Right, 23, 24, I guess.
But the point is, we're talking about 2027. It's now 22, so that's 5 years. And then
it'll be here before you know it.
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I should fire back at you. LeBron will be retired before you know it.
No, stop that.
Well, he will.
Stop that. I remember I was just thinking the other day, I was in my house thinking, I was like, man, I remember I was sitting in my dorm room in Savannah State. I was 19. And here I'm sitting in a palatial estate up in Malibu at 54. Where did the time go?
Where did it go?
The same thing gonna happen.
LeBron's going to say that.
No, LeBron.
Where did it go?
LeBron got 3-4 more years.
Okay, all right, but that's still not enough, because we got to go out to 27, and then we got to go out to 29.
You remember the last couple of years with Kobe, and then the last years before LeBron came. Those years before LeBron came, they was getting Brandon Ingram's second pick in the draft. You get Julius Randle. I think he was the 7th or 9th pick in the draft. You were getting those top. You got Lonzo Ball, second pick in the draft. Yeah. So with no LeBron, possibly no AD, that's what they're looking. That's what Jeannie Buss is looking at.
Okay.
Now, I mean, she's some 7th grader.
All right, well, that's what I'm saying. There's some kid named Billy Smith somewhere that we don't even know about who's going to be the next LeBron James. Right. I don't know. He's somewhere out there. You don't know yet.
Right.
And Jeannie's sitting there saying, these are unprotected picks.
Right.
What if I give away one that could have landed me, Billy Smith, out here in La La Land?
Yep.
And I gave it away? And she's thinking, then I look back on Buddy Hield's career. He's 29 going on 30, but could he give them, I don't know, a couple, 3 really good years? He might or he might not. I don't know. And she might say, wait a second. I gave up Billy Smith for Buddy Hield.
Right.
And it could be an all-time nightmare for
The biggest thing is, Skip, is that the distraction that it's going to be about talking about this transaction that hasn't happened and might not happen. The Pacers have all the leverage. Everybody knows the Pacers are going to be bad this year. They're okay.
I'm actually surprised that they would even consider on the eve of training camps opening early next week, Tuesday, that you would give up a 40% three-point shooter and
a guy that led the league in blocks.
Twice he's led. Myles.
Stretch. He's a tremendous defender, but he can knock down threes, Skip.
He's only 25.
And now you can put him at the 5, put Anthony Davis back in his natural position. I think he's going to play his natural position anyway because they did sign Damon Jones. They had him there. They let him go, had him a couple of 10-day contracts. They let him go. Played really well. Great lob. He can defend. You got Thomas Bryant, who seems to be playing who's having a pretty good offseason from what indication that I've been reading.
Yep.
So AD is going back to his natural position, the position that he likes to play. But I think Myles Turner is better than all of those guys. He's better than Damon Jones. I believe he's better than Thomas Bryant.
There's no doubt.
So
no, but just in a vacuum, if I just sit back, if you could, in one fell swoop, if Indiana would take Russ's $47 million or do whatever they're going to do with it, and they would give you Buddy Hield and Myles Turner for those 2 picks, it would be eureka euphoria for your Lakers because you want to talk about that's championship fodder right there, where all of a sudden, if you stick them in your rotation, you're pretty great.
Because you got two guys that can defend at a high level, that can protect the paint. Myles Turner is tremendous. Anthony Davis, weak side, is helping. And you got Austin Reeves, who's a defender. So, they would definitely be moving on up there. I would like to see your Clippers try to deal with that.
Well, it would be a lot to deal with. You'd have stars in your eyes because all of a sudden, I like the Pat Bev pickup, and I like the Sugar Ree pickup.
Yeah, I forgot
do.
Pat Bev. Yeah, so we got guys that can defend, and so it wouldn't look like a layup line because last year it looked like a layup line going to the basketball. They could not keep anybody out the paint. And then when guys came to help, they dish, and guys had wide open splash threes.
Okay, but Jeannie's saying, I'm not going to pay now to have to pay later. You know, like I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you my future for your present, LeBron. I'm not going to do it. And I'm sure somewhere LeBron is seething over this one because if, in fact, they would do it, he's like, why the hell not?
Well, we going to try to wait them out. We feel that the market was going to correct itself. Just like, hey, the Fed's raised, 3/4 of a point? So we could combat this inflation. So the market's going to correct. I'm just waiting. Got my eye on a couple of pieces of watches. They're up high right now, but I'm watching them. They're going to come down. House. Market's going to come down. It's going to correct.
Really?
They probably going to keep going up now.
Yeah. I remind you, you went 33-49 and missed the play-in tournament.
Wins are going up.
The play-in tournament?
Didn't I just tell you the market's going to correct? The market's going to correct.
It's going to have to correct a lot.
Go correct 17 games at least.
Really?
Put 2 cases. Put 5 cases on there, win 50 games.
I won't.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
The market cannot correct Father Time. That's the one thing it cannot correct.
You see him on there?
Huh?
You see him shooting the play? You see he look good, don't he? Oh, go. He look good, don't he, Skip?
What, on something he posted?
Yeah, with them LeBron 20, the 20s.
Yeah.
Them things look fly.
Which iPhone are we up to now?
14.
Do you know what magic it can make?
There ain't no magic. There ain't no magic. No. There ain't no magic.
You know how it can deceive?
That's live. You know that commercial is live with Memorex?
Yeah.
That live. That's Skip.
Yeah. It's called editing.
They don't know. He don't do that. He don't do that.
No?
Skip, why do you got to edit? You don't edit perfection. When was the last time you see somebody edit a 300 ball or bowling? A perfect game. But you don't have to edit that. It's perfection. Leave it alone.
Between LeBron and Russ posting videos where they go, bang, bang, bang. They're making 3, 3, 3. And I'm thinking, how many did they miss before they got 3 threes in a row?
I mean, once LeBron get warm, he could easily make 10, 15 in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't we ever see that in a real game?
Moving from side to side. That short corner.
Really?
And at the top, I keep telling him, especially he be looking at that. He looked down at that hand.
Really?
You ready?
Huh. Well, how do you defend the stat last year that he took the 15th most threes in the NBA, and in three-point shooting percentage, he ranked 93rd?
How do you?
Does that include any 15 in a row?
The oldest man ever to average 30. By 5 years.
Really?
By 5.
Huh. I would say he's a liability from the three-point line and the free throw line.
I would appreciate
And somebody tells me he's in the lab, and I don't know what he's doing except trying to grow hair in the lab. But other than that, I don't know.
You dirty. I would appreciate it if you do not mention LeBron James and liability in the same sentence.
Well,
because that's oxymoronic. Like, it's like Quiet Riot,
it's just
Jumbo
moronic
Shrimp.
is what it is.
They don't go together.
Yeah. If I could just pour Buddy Hield into LeBron James, I'd have something.
You got something right there. Yeah. You got the greatest player ever. Why would you want to add to that? See, you the type of guy to add raisins to potato salad. It's already a great dish. Or you put pecans on it. Doesn't that look? No, it don't taste good and it doesn't look good.
I don't like potato salad, and I used to have to make tons of it. It was my job in the back of the restaurant, making potato salad. I despised it.
Well, see,
it's ugly stuff.
It's a great dish. You don't need to add raisins, right?
Well, it's got mayonnaise all over it.
Yeah, I'm saying.
God. I don't get it. You know what? It would be better with raisins. I should have thought of that. Put raisins in it.
Don't do that.
Add a little.
If you ever bought potato salad and they untucked the top off and they got raisins, you got them little raisins up there looking at me, I would throw you and it out.
Really?
The cookout. Yes.
He needs to add some raisins.
No. Oh, he go. Look at that. Head full of hair. Hair
he
lush.
Does. Look, that's a head full.
Hair is lush.
Yeah. How old is that picture? I don't know.
No, he's 37. He got the 6 on. That was just last year. Last year was the first year in 6.
Buddy Hield's got that look on his face. Yeah, I'm stuck in Indiana.
Yeah, I know it.
Right.
He ought to go to him and say, man, look, y'all get me out here. Take that 27th pick and get me and Myles up out of here. Let us go have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Y'all did a solid for Malcolm Brogdon. Look what y'all took back from Malcolm Brogdon.
Nothing.
Do that for me.
That is true. Shannon, I fear you're stuck with Westbrick. Congratulations.
I think we should invite Gordon Ramsay as a guest on the show.
Yeah, we
love
should.
the culinary debate, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.